Virgos, what's up? Jackie here, she here's. For those of you that are new, hit subscribe below. Virgo, out of your sex messages deck. This is sex and relational energy read, boo. We have There Is No Shame in the Kink game, and out of the sexual self-care oracle deck, my deck, we also have Kink coming out in 55. I also looked at my phone before I was recording this, and it was 11:55. So a lot of ascended masters are around you during this time, and it's like brand new starts and beginnings and changes with sexuality. With the ones are new starts, new beginnings, changes, and then the fives, well, the fives are really like the changes, and maybe there's some conflictual thoughts, feelings, or beliefs about maybe BDSM kink, your kink, a fetish, a partner's fetish, or whatever here, but there is no shame in the kink game. So for anybody who needs to hear that. So a lot of you are exploring sex, sexuality, kinks, different types of things overall. So let me just read this to you. This says, you may be interested in having kinky sex, and you or your partners or spouse may also have a sexual kink too. Kinks can be anything from age play, role playing, breath play, choking, gagging, spanking, cuckolding, watching other partners participate in sexual activities, voyeurism, being turned on by watching or by others watching you perform, exhibitionism, and more. This is a sign that you need to explore kink. So speak up if this is something that you think is very important to you. 5-5 again is the throat chakra here. 11:55. Let me know in the comments below if you want to know what that number means. Also, look it up too if you're curious about that, and there just may be some messages in there for you in particular. But the message is honestly clear. I think a lot of you are also celebrating your kinks and manifesting new things. This also says wedding time too. You might meet a partner, or maybe even a spouse at a wedding that they're really sexually celebrating you. And or you could just be going to a wedding sometime soon. But this says relationships, family, business, do you at the end of the day, which is so beautiful because this has not been everyone's energy read, Virgo. Okay, so just pay attention to that. We also, out of the Spirit Says deck, have astrological signs to pay attention to, horoscopes, planets, and seasons. So I'm recording this in Aquarius season before or around Valentine's Day. So really maybe needing to be able to explore, what are my turn-ons, what are my turn-offs, what are my kinks, what are my fetishes, and really doing this with an astro sex birth chart read, or maybe a compatibility read between you and a partner, spouse, whatever it might be, depending on how many partner, spouses that you have and all those combinations, whatever, right? But really pay attention to the astrological signs, the energies of the season. So for example, we're in Aquarius season now. With the energies in Aquarius season when it comes to sex, that could be a lot of sexual community, friends, meeting people in different types of group settings and situations. So really during this time is to put yourself out there a little bit more and explore, okay? Air sign season also goes by very, very fast. It's the masculine energy, air signs and fire signs, irregardless of gender, right? But those seasons just typically fly by. So really need to put yourself out there, maybe even focusing in on, you might be volunteering, humanitarianism when it comes to Aquarius energy during the season. Maybe I need to do something to meet new people, put myself out there in a volunteer role or whatever, and really use this energy to be able to manifest and celebrate, better sex or my community or whatever this might be overall. So doing an astro sex birth chart read really could be important for you during this time. If you've never gotten a birth chart read done, I would love to read for you. It'd be an honor. Book in the link below, as well as Virgos. I don't know why I'm talking about Aquarius so much. So maybe you have Aquarius heavily activated in your chart right now, or maybe some of the stuff is just coming out during Aquarius season. Irregardless of when you watch this, readings are timeless. I have a survey below all about astrology, sexuality, and gender, and how they might tie together a little bit too. So if you want a one-card question reading with me, fill that down below. It's absolutely free. And make sure you send me that birth chart detail, email, whatever, and I'd be happy to answer that question for you in particular, and kind of take a look at your natal birth chart from the beginning when it comes to sex, relationship, sexuality. We also have Page of Swords in the reverse. So if someone is withholding information, maybe you are withholding information from a partner, spouse. Maybe you're really reflecting and thinking about, in particular, your kinks, your fetishes, your sexuality overall. That's it. Maybe you have Aquarius, Gemini, and or Libra in your chart here. But Page of Swords is really like learning and being a student. And in the reverse, it's all about slowing down and taking things one step at a time here. Page of Swords in the reverse in this deck also just kind of shows me like maybe needing to slow down with sex, get out of your mind. You might be overthinking about sex. You may need to be working on self-soothing with foreplay, with thoughts and emotions that might be activated prior to sex, performance anxiety, stressors, depression, whatever type of mental health that might be influencing your sexuality and maybe initiating sex at this time too. So we'll see what comes out overall, but I'm going to shuffle out the Real as Fuck relationships deck, and we're going to see what's going on in your relationship energy, your relational energies, and sexual energies too. So most important messages for the Virgo collective here. Virgo, this is also for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. So check your placements in your chart. Again, if you are like, Jackie, I don't know what the fuck that shit is, reach out to me for a birth chart read. So we have patterns coming out. You can't change this person. Hashtag true colors. And then we have asked for more and needing more effort in this situation. Express yourself. So it's really giving me like a yellow third solar plexus chakra energy is what they're showing me, like a bright light. Really needing to build some sexual confidence by breaking down shame. We also have fuck person. Don't get played here. This is clearly a third party situation that's gone wrong. Or maybe just someone that's like breadcrumbing you, ghosting you, shaming you, gossiping about you, like having sex with you. And they're like, I didn't do that. I don't know who that is. Just be careful, Virgo. This is just that energy that they're giving me. We'll clarify too. Bottom of the deck, we have getaway, time for an adventure. Going on a trip, day trip, or vacation could be really good for you right now too. That also came out in another read. So I don't remember whose, but it came out at the end when I was shuffling out the sexual self-care deck. So I'd be curious if that came out again. Check your other significant placements in your chart too, in regards to Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. Talking about patterns, you can't change this person, true colors. What do Virgos need to know during this time? What's happening here? Eight of Wands in the reverse. This is like one night stand that goes wrong with a Sagittarius person that's trying to act well balanced and grounded here, but then they like Wheel of Fortune here. Some of you, by not giving in to this person, this one night stand, this fuck buddy, this situation, this affair, like I don't know what the fuck you got going on. So Virgo's just, you take what resonates with you as always, but not giving into this one night stand here. You are remaining well balanced and tempered. You may also have Sagittarius energy in your chart. You could be, Saggies in those significant placements, but this is good karma coming in. When you don't put yourself into maybe unsuccessful relationships, not unsuccessful relationships, but like maybe risky kind of sex is what they're telling me here with the one night stand. It's like you get the Wheel of Fortune, you get something better coming in. Maybe you get two partners, maybe you get a threesome, maybe you're bisexual, maybe you're looking into that, maybe you're questioning your sexuality and you're like, whew, okay, this is going to be better than maybe this first initial offer. And the wheel always can turn karmically. This could also be closing out a cycle with the Sagittarius if they're coming towards you or whatever. We also have fixed sign energy here with the Wheel of Fortune. So we have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius here. So there's some different things with that. Patterns. Yeah, the choice is yours. You're going to be moving on and kind of blocking this person from this situation. Queen of Swords in the reverse. They've really been up in your head and they've just been taking too much time of your energy and you're like, bye. And then middle of the deck, Four of Wands in the middle here. This could be someone that you had a long-term relationship with or an ex, or maybe they were just a hookup person for years or whatever. And maybe this is something where they're like coming in to tell you different types of things like, no, I actually do love you, blah, 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 blah. But you're like, no, I see you for who you are. You are not grounded. You are not balanced. And they have like a fiery personality. Like they're really sassy. They're very much so explosive, aggressive, and maybe even like physically or emotionally abusive as well here too. So tell me about, ask for more. What's going on with this? What do Virgos need to know with this situation? What do Virgos need to ask more for? Two of Cups. Ooh, Devil in the reverse. Knight of, okay. So some of you may have needed to ask for more support in regards of emotions and sex with a partner or relationship or a friendship, like someone being there for you emotionally. Two of Cups is the partnerships, it's emotions, it's feeling, it's heart-centered. It's also the second sacral chakra of divine feminine energy, go with the flow, pleasure, creativity. And you could have asked for like more from a Capricorn. This could have also been during Capricorn season, as we just had that over, prior to Aquarius season here. This could also be, you might be asking, someone to really emotionally support you and maybe not be so harsh or hardening, or being very mindful of maybe like limiting beliefs, body image with sex, how you're talking to yourself sexually, and what's not healthy anymore. It's like you're letting go of this and you just need somebody to also help you and hold you accountable in a supportive way, not in a shaming way, right? We also have Knight of Pentacles coming in. So you are really just needing to express yourself, ask for tangible feedback, ask for, you know, how have I grown? What are things that you have learned about me with this situation? So that's one storyline I got for you. Some of you are just needing to ask more from a partner, like let's go out on dates, let's tangibly put something on the calendar, let's have sex dates, let's do these different types of things. Maybe some of you are horseback riding, maybe some of you are wanting to travel, or even like mix up where you're having sex, because this couple is like outside in this photo too. Brown horses could also be significant to you during this time, as well as like Sharab beetles. Beetles typically represent magic and really good fortune. Tell me if you want to know more about that in the comments below, but pay attention to the spiritual animals with you. For some of you, you're questioning whether or not, to break up with a long-term partnership here. And it's like, if this person isn't actually, you know, showing up for me and is not telling me that they love me, I feel like this is a divorce situation that could be in the making, that you feel like, I can't move on with this if I don't actually get, you know, 10 of Pentacles, show up for the family, show up for the house, show up for me, show up for the doc, show up in many different ways for my love language, my sex languages, my intimacy, my pleasure, my aftercare, foreplay, different types of things. And you're really like, some of you might be throwing this away. You might be breaking up or divorcing someone in this situation. We have Two of Wands partnerships with a Gemini, or making a choice about this in the reverse in regards to a Libra, Taurus, or Moon, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer showing up for you. Maybe this is a third party situation gone wrong and you're like, can't do it no more. Justice in the reverse. You're not doing yourself justice. This person's not doing you justice by not showing up for you in the way that you need them to or want them to. Knight of Wands, you could be really frustrated about this, claiming victim mentality and like, I'm so hurt by this, but don't triangulate anybody. Death, Scorpio energy, you need to cut this person off. I feel like this could also be an ex that really got into your head here too. But again, I think if there's certain things that you require in your relationship, you need to express yourself more. Like it's that song, Express Yourself, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Like this person doesn't know what you need unless you tell them and unless you show them. And maybe this is something where you need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe you need to draw it out or whatever, so you can actually be successful. It's not successful because there needs to be some sort of clarity here. World card in the reverse, fixed sign energy again. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Libra, and Capricorn rules that overall energy here. Empress in the reverse. Maybe you're needing some more help with kiddos. Maybe you're needing some more help with responsibilities. Maybe you're needing some more help with creative sex, or creating time for sex, or planning for sex, putting it on the calendar. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you are burnt out because you're overdoing it and doing it all. Maybe you're struggling with sexual perfectionism too. And you know, Virgos, I know you're the perfectionist of the zodiac, and I feel like it's just very important to tell you that you don't have to take responsibility for everything when it comes to your sex life with the partner. 1313 is showing up, as I just caught that on the screen there. Partners or spouse, whatever. So make sure that you are also speaking up. Speaking up is one of the most confident things that you can ever do. Be it in the moment, you took some time to reflect on that moment, you bring that moment back up, as long as it's important to really kind of explore that with a partner, spouse here. Top of the deck, laden, betrayed, third party, not so hotty, what I say. Middle of the deck here, enabling. Don't enable people's bad behavior and reinforce them. Stop it. So maybe you're enabling a third party situation that has happened. Some of you need to stay single for a while. Do things that you want to do that did come out in Capricorn's energy. You could have that in your chart heavily, or a full 10th house as well. We also have diffuser. This person wants to work with you on this, wants the best overall. It was coming out here for some of you. middle of the deck here, looking to you to make the first move in sex, love, or friendships or relationships during this time, okay? Pay attention to some of these things. Let's shuffle out the sexual self-care deck. What do Virgos need to be focusing in on during this time? You got a lot that just shot out. Okay, so we have pee after sex, like reduce like the bacteria, the buildup over time. We also have penis that's coming out overall. We have sex positive talk, noticing what it's like to say penis, needing to say that word just in general. We also have erogenous zones. Body mapping could be really good for you. Pleasurable touch, learning the points of the body and playing around with yourself. We also have aromatherapy showing up in the reverse. Maybe some of you need to get grounded in your energy and make that change here with the 5 coming out, to really prioritize like some sprays, diffusers, salt baths, use essential oils to pump up your sexual libido naturally. Getting creative. What have I been saying this whole time? And swinging is coming out for some of you. Maybe this is because you have a higher sexual libido. Maybe this is something you've been curious about. Maybe this is because there was a third party situation gone wrong, and maybe this has been a pattern of yours or a partner's or a spouse's or whatever, and it's like, well, I don't want to be in a polyamory relationship, but I just want to swing and have like a contract, you know, in regards of our marriage, to understand what does this kind of look like, and are we open to this moving forward? You could just really be an adrenaline junkie and also wanting to know the ground rules when it comes to sex. New relationship energy is in the reverse here. We also have aftercare showing up, very important for you to focus in on during this time. New relationship energy, I feel like you might be blocking, you know, your blessings when it comes to maybe some new dates or people or new opportunities. Pay attention to your dreams. 33, again, ascended master number 33. You could be 33 as well too. You could be seeing 33 a lot, but really have a dream journal reflecting on sexual feels, thoughts, and sensations for any types of things that might be sex dreams or anything that's a fantasy or reality. Some of you need to unplug from technology during this time with sex. Get off the internet. Don't compare yourself. Don't creep on those other people that, if there's a third party situation that went wrong, that you're stuck in the past with, you've got to be able to heal, let it go, maybe needing to seek out some therapy for that too, whatever it is. We have vulva showing up. So a lot of you need proper sex education from the things you didn't learn growing up. A lot of you need to understand, like, what do I need to know about the vulva, penis, whatever, and really engage in practicing sex positive language. You could be reading some books right now during this time, or needing to focus in on that for your sexual self-care in the future, okay? Let's close this out with a sex message, Virgo. As always, just take what resonates with you. Tell me in the comments below what you got going on right now. And and make sure you like and hit subscribe. Please help my channel grow as much as you enjoy these reads. I would appreciate that so much. Help me get going up on that algorithm, boo, okay? So it says, let go of sex expectations, that sex should be this way. So yes, a lot of shoulds, a lot of shames, and shoulds is not the only thing that shames people in regards to sex and sexuality and how that comes up overall. So pay attention to that, be mindful of that, be mindful of like shaming your sex in regard, or yourself in regards to sex, right? Also, if you want that one question birth chart like read for me to look at, fill out my survey down below. And if you want to dive deeper in your own personal read, this is general, reach out to me below. I love this. Okay, Virgo, you will receive miracles soon and your problems will start disappearing. Trust. Spiritual intervention is coming in for you. Y'all have been through it. I feel that with this energy in this read. There's a lot of different things going on in the Virgo collective, especially right now with all these different energies coming out. You have third-party situations gone wrong. You have you just exploring your BDSM and kink more. You have you really wanting to focus in on letting go of the past and releasing it, and releasing your ex, and just all these different types of things with sex, and calling in new things here. I'm really working on your sexual self-esteem, okay? Virgos, thank you so much for being here. Hit subscribe below. Stay tuned for more and stay shameless.